I just got home and Victoria wants me to inject her foot, so I'm about to do that. All right, so a little pinch and a poke. You guys have already seen this, but I have an idea. Why don't we talk about why I did the injection, what's going on with her foot, and what the injection really does. So basically what's going on here is you can see that toe is starting to deviate immediately at the metatarsal phalangeal joint. Okay, just hold on right there. I just want to stop this video and preface all of this, what you're about to see in this video, but just saying that none of this is going to help any of you pre-med study for the MCAT, any medical students study for the USMLE, APMLE, or COMLEX. It's really not going to be that in detail. It's going to be very watered down for those lay folks, so let's just proceed knowing that. So with this medial deviation comes a lot of inflammation around the capsule of that toe joint. Let's talk about the cardinal signs of inflammation. Rubor, meaning red. Tumor, swelling. Calor, heat. Dolor, pain. Functiolesa, meaning loss of function when they all combine. Okay, let's take another quick break. It's Saturday morning, it's about 5 in the morning. I've been editing all morning, but I'm on call and I need to get to work, so let's go there real quick. Okay, so here's a scoop. I got a patient whose potassium's all out of whack, their blood sugar's all out of whack, and they have really high hypertension, so I gotta go take care of that real quick. So in short, I admitted this patient the other day for a foot infection, wanted to do a few days of Cevazolin, IV antibiotics, and that was all fine. The foot infection, much better now. The issue now is the potassium. Potassium's been way too high, so yesterday, a lot of Kxalate trying to get the potassium down. Wasn't really working, just giving the patient diarrhea, so there's some type of issue here. On top of that, his blood pressure way up and blood glucose out of control no matter how much insulin we give him. So if you ever thought that you wanted to get in podiatry because all we do is cool foot surgery, think again. Don't get me wrong, we do a lot of cool foot surgery. But those feet, they're attached to human beings. So when you treat feet, when you cut on feet, you have to make sure that you can treat the whole human too. So you need a good understanding of physiology and medicine because, we're all part of it. So this is something that happens occasionally, especially in residency. We admit a patient for a foot problem, we take them as primary. They end up having some other much more complex medical problem and we have to manage it. But luckily, medicine as a whole, it's a big team project. So I've got the medicine team, the internal medicine team, just got them on board. They're going to come on and try to manage the insulin and the potassium because it's getting out of my league. And, just like they consult us every single day if there's anything having to do with the foot. I love that. I love that we're a good team and I love that we can lean on each other. But anyways, I'm going to try to figure out the rest of this and do my note. And then I have a wound vac to change and that's all podiatry. So that makes me happy. Then I'll get back to the story at hand. Alright, all that inpatient stuff is done, but I just got to call down to the emergency room. Sounds like I'm going to have to do a little closed reduction of a fracture, put on a cast, then I think I'm pretty much done. So right now, let's jump back into the story at hand, the whole injection, inflammation stuff. See you there. Okay, let's recap. There's a biomechanical deformity, putting strain on the soft tissue in the area, and that's causing inflammation. So inflammation is a very complex response to harmful stimuli. Basically, the body sends out a lot of these little inflammatory warriors, and they start a whole host of processes. Those little warriors, they cause blood vessels dilate, they attract more immune cells and a lot more fluid into the area, and then that's where we see our 5 cardinal signs. And that's what was happening with Victoria's foot. So Victoria's feet are riddled with pathologies. So how to stop this inflammation? This is where corticosteroids come in. Extremely brief, watered down version of what corticosteroids do, they stop the inflammation process. By injecting her foot with corticosteroids, I hopefully limited that inflammatory process and will stop the pain. So I hope you enjoyed that very simplistic explanation of inflammation secondary to an adducto varus deformity of the fifth toe and corticosteroids and the role it plays in its treatment. But I do want to put something out there that this is not a preferred treatment for this. She has a biomechanical disorder and it needs to be fixed surgically. The thing is, she does not have the time for that right now. She has a dietetic internship, she's working, she's stretched way too far, and she couldn't be off her feet. But this does need surgical correction. Corticosteroids, they're basically a band-aid for this. And if anything, it could potentially make it worse in the long run. I'm just trying to buy her some time. So I do want you guys to understand that most podiatrists probably wouldn't even do this. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that subscribe button and like and share with your friends. Comment below. It takes a lot of work to make these videos and it's all worth it when I read those comments below. And I love getting to know you guys, so please reach out. And until next time, go make the world a better place.